What's up, guys? It's Slingo here, and I was thinking may as well start something for Savage for video game news. I don't know how often I'm gonna do this. Um, Maybe 2, 3 times a week, probably more. I have no idea at this point, but and I'm getting this all from the video games app on Facebook. Look it up; it's great. Um, so. Uh, we have some information about about Mass Effect 3. Garrus, Liara, Caden, Ashley, and Tally can be full-time members of your team if they survived. Biotics are now more potent in combat. They can use their pull ability to rip a shield out of someone's hands. So this means that there's going to be shields, which is going to be interesting. Um, the areas they're going to be doing combat in, they are uh, they're redesigned, so they're multi-layered now. So it's not just low cover everywhere. Now it's gonna be like, I'm thinking like hills and buildings you can go up into, and so you can get a higher vantage point. So if you have a sniper, you can use that. Powers can evolve more than once, so they have multiple stages, and they can combine. So if you have um, well, I can't really think of anything right now because uh, in Mass Effect 2 I was a biotic, and I can't think of any two powers that I had that would combine. But there are now melee attacks that are um, specific to each class. Like the engineer is an Omni Tool Fire Lash, which I have no idea what that might mean. But biotics, so this is going to be me. Um, it says an attack that knocks everyone near them away and stuns them, so that's going to be interesting. Um, as for missions, you're going to be on the Solarian homeworld, the Quarian homeworld, the Asari homeworld, and Earth. Um, and you'll even go to Mars too, so that's going to be pretty interesting. Um, Next thing I have is the huge numbers involved in Brink. There are 45 different ways to die, which is positive enough. Allergies are a bitch. Um, and so you got 45 different ways to die, and you have 100 times more than that weapon sounds. So you have 4,500 different weapon sounds, 26,000 lines of dialogue, an hour of music, uh, weapon attachment combinations, not including the resistance variations or the pre-order content, 4,963 variations for weapon attachments. The total amount of unique security characters overall is, this is insane, 47 quadrillion 325 trillion 358 billion 80 million different security characters. Resistance characters, I find this very interesting. There's actually more possible resistance characters than there are security characters. Um, there's 54 quadrillion 922 trillion 323 billion 456 million unique resistance characters, and so that leads up to a grand total of 102 quadrillion 247 billion trillion 102 quadrillion 247 trillion 681 billion 536 million different unique characters. These are completely different characters. in the game. This is that's that's got more gun or that's got more characters than there are guns in Borderlands. It's a little fact here. There's over 17 million guns in Borderlands. That's at the time of its release. That was more guns than in any other shooter combined. Um, and what we have to finish off is uh, there is rumor that there will be that Infinity Ward will release a Modern Warfare 3 reveal trailer next week. So if that actually does happen, that's definitely gonna make my week, no doubt about that. Um, I'm big into the storyline of Modern Warfare, and this is a prequel, so this is gonna be very interesting to see what Infinity Ward has got with this. I don't know if you're keeping up to date with Modern Warfare 3, but Infinity Ward isn't the only developer working on it. You got Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer Games working on the single player, and then Raven Software working on the multiplayer. So I don't know how fixed or broken this is going to be, but I hope that it'll turn out well. I mean, you got three excellent developers working on um, working on one game. I mean, Infinity Ward obviously. Infinity Ward knows first-person shooters. Raven Software, they they worked with Microsoft Game Studios to develop Alan Wake, which was took 6 years to make, and in my opinion was totally worth those 6 years. And hold on a second. Um, so Raven Software with Microsoft worked on Alan Wake. Took 6 years to make the game. Excellent game. I would recommend it to anyone. Um, and Sledgehammer Games. I don't recall anything. I mean, I can't personally think of anything that has been released by Sledgehammer recently. I don't know. Post in the comments if there is any, and I'm just being a blatant idiot. Um, but so I think that's gonna turn out awesome because I've heard that Sledgehammer is really good. But so, well, there you have it. Your video game news for as of May 7th, 2011.